Welcome back, folks. This is another recording from Omar GT coming at you with a Genshin Impact beginner's guide. It's actually for a friend of mine that just started playing the game recently, and I wanted to guide him on a good tour on how to do and how to get started in the game. This will not be a character guide as far as what's the best characters to do, because that you can look up other guides, and I should recommend just get a character from each element and just play with who you like the most. That's all I really say about the characters. Other than that, this is just about how to spend your currency in the beginning, how to spend your time efficiently, because there are daily commission rewards you have to focus on, I said, the most every day, and other tips and tricks on how to begin as far as building your characters and developing a world. But again, like I said, it's a good game to play daily, just for a short time, and that maximizes your time and efforts. Of course, you can play as long as you want, it's up to you. So, on that note, let's get started on this guide right now. Alright, let's get started here with the Traveler itself. So, first I'm going to go over here is you really got to start out with your Traveler. Give them the best weapon you can, and remember also to know what kind of weapon to give them as far as looking at what is best for, if you like normal attacks, charge attacks, or use their abilities a lot. So look at the details of each weapon, and I would say the purple weapons are the best for the main characters, or the ones you like the most. There's also 5-star weapons which are hard to get. To get those, equip it on the character you use the most. And remember, you have different weapons for different characters. Each character is going to use one type of weapon. When you're upgrading the weapons and you're starting out, use the weaker weapons, which ones here is the ones that are 1-star or 2-star. Use them to upgrade your weapons. Then, if you have any crystals, use the crystals as well, but don't overuse the crystals. Save them for when you actually get a new character and you gotta level them up real quickly, because it sucks to get a new character and you have to level them up fast and you don't have enough materials to level them up. Like here, I have my second character, which I earned, Amber, and I also have Aloy, which is specially exclusive to PlayStation. Aloy is very good character, very powerful, but also hard to use. Again, here I want to show you what else to upgrade, and add to the characters. Those are the artifacts. You get 5 per character, and they're all in sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll say start with the 4th one, because the 4th one is based on elemental. So it's best to have the artifacts tied to the character by their type. So like right now, looking at it, says instructor. If you see a very small lettering on the right side in the middle, that one's called Maiden Beloved. The previous one was called instructor. So you want that one character you're working on to have all the same type of artifact name. So if martial arts, berserker, scholar, adventure, lucky dog. Actually, avoid lucky dog and adventure. Those are actually the weakest ones. So for instance, I have in the main character here, I have another character. I have Wanderer's Trope. But once you select the type of artifact in the 4th slot, which was the geo damage for that character, this one's Dendro, Electro for one of my other characters. This one's a Hydro one for Xingguai. I can't pronounce that name. Arrow, Animo for Sucrose. Animo for Lynette, which is air. And Yao Yao, which is my healer, has Dendro. So we'll give him a Dendro one. And I said once you suited your 4th slot, and then you can continue on the other ones. Go through each one, look through each one you like. I said you don't have to give them the best ones, which is 4-star or 5-star ones. If a lower one has better suited to that character itself. Then you go to the 5th slot, which I'm on right now, and the 5th slot is you can pick the same type of artifact, if it's berserker, scholar, instructor, or you can pick ones of these headband looking things, which help them prevent against the elemental they're against. So if I'm using an ice character, usually I'm fighting against electric type characters. So I want something that blocks a lot of electric attacks. If I'm using a fire character, then I want something that blocks a lot of the ice elements, because I'm using fire character against an ice elemental, and so on and so on. But you don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you prefer to have the character all the same type of artifacts themselves, whatever Defender's Will, the Exile, or other types. This is just some I'll show you right now. Like if I have a ice character, I'm gonna give him a pyro damage reduction to that character. But for my main character, I have prayers for Wanderer. That's actually I'm sorry, for Kiki. I have him prayers for Wanderer, which is the reduce electricity. As far as Kaya as well, which is also one of my ice characters. Here I have Razor, which is one of my electrical characters, and also have them blocking the water elementals. So then you go back to the first tab, and this is when you start editing your characters to all match the same type of artifact. When you get to the 4 and 5 star ones, you get special ones that are very hard to find. Like first is my main, which is right there. They got Fluorescent Veneer, I think it's called. And I only have 2 of those. So once you get 2, you get a special bonus. When you get 4-piece set, you get an additional bonus. The 4-piece one, just look out for a lot, because that is what determines whether that character should have that set. So some 4-piece sets require the character to have a sword or a claymore, or it's just a catalyst, which is magic user, or bow and arrow. So you don't want a artifact that's pertaining to a bow and arrow person on a person that uses a sword or a claymore, which is a big sword, so on and so on, or a pole arm. And so once I set up the 4th and 5th slots, do the 1, 2, and 3. I said avoid Lucky Dog and Adventure. You're probably gonna get those when you start out the game, but they are the weakest. They only give you like minor stats that only help out a little bit, like HP bonus or extra healing, but that doesn't really help you as far as destroying monsters. You really want more stuff with attack. For if you want somebody with frontline attacker like a sword, a pole arm, or a claymore. If you have a rear character, as far as like a magic user or bow user, you want them to have, well, the bow user, you want them to have more of a critical hit and maybe little defense. And magic users, you want them to have elemental mastery. Don't worry about the elemental recharge, because their abilities recharge pretty quick. Just give them elemental mastery to increase their magic abilities, and maybe a little bit of defense too, so they can live long enough. If you have a healer, like one of your first healers is going to be Barbara, you kind of don't really need them to have elemental mastery, but give them defense, a lot of defense, because you definitely don't want your healer to die. That's the worst ability when you're in the middle of a boss battle or a very tough battle, and your healer dies, and it takes a little bit of time for them to recover. Sometimes you can't recover them because you're going to recover one person at a time every 2 minutes. So you definitely want your healer to die. Again, focus on your main character. So that's to be your starter one. And right here I have Zhanghua, which is my kind of my frontline attacker. He wields a claymore, ice elemental. So I got them using Defender's Will because it's gonna be a frontline, and it's gonna actually get hit a lot. So I want them to have strength, but also defense as well. Mostly defense, because Zhanghua cannot heal himself. So here I'm gonna show you your daily commissions, and this is your adventure guidebook. Stuff you should be looking at a little bit, not focus too much, but pretty much the first 2 tabs you want to focus on. First tabs, which you really want to focus on, you'll be starting on chapter 1, is completing these tasks. That'll get you ahead as far as adventure ranks, and also give you a little bit of a bonus, but you really don't focus too much on these. That'll come as you go and play the game, and they will help you out as far as upgrading your characters a little fast. But I didn't really focus much on these. It just came as it did. This is your daily commission rewards. This is what you really want to focus on. Those 4 little gift boxes, which you want to accomplish every single day. Now you have an option to do 4 individual quests, which help out to do those pretty quick. Sometimes you gotta look for items or run here and there to do it, and I find it boring. So there's other ways of completing those tasks much more time efficiently. So first I'm going to show you the wish part, which is what you start with, because you'll start with a lot of primo gems. So you want to get is the intertwined fates, which is to get characters from the 1st and 2nd tab. Ignore the 3rd and the 4th. Those are like for extra stuff you can get, but they really don't help you out getting the best characters or the ones that are available for certain special events. So I would say roll 10 at a time, because your higher increases your chances than 1 at a time. If you don't have 10, just wait till you get to 10. Now go to Paimon shop and go here. This is where you get your intertwined fates, which is the first one there, not the blue one. But go to the third tab, which is purchase primo gems, purchase items with your primo gems, which is what you can gain daily from your daily commission rewards. You can use Stardust Exchange for other items you may need, but use them only for quest. Don't really use them for anything else. And don't buy Mora. Mora is like money. Don't buy Mora. Now use your primo gems to buy the intertwined fate. I'll say buy one a day. There are 160 primo gems, but you can get that back pretty quick. And I'm gonna show you how. Buy a primo gem. I'm sorry, your intertwined fate with the primo gem 160. And you can see my number went from 11 to 12 now. So now I have 12 intertwined fates, 12 rolls to get another character or another weapon, other stuff. So now let's go to your daily task. So right here you have daily commissions, which login's easy one. You have 3 others you can do daily, which I recommend doing all of them daily so you can build your character up a lot. Let me show you the best ways to level these up daily, but also you can get your multiple things done at once, which is your daily missions and your weekly missions. Your monthly missions are much harder to do, but they are possible. I will say just do those on the side if you can, but don't focus on that too much. And also, don't buy the battle pass unless you're starting out with a brand new month. So if you have 30 days or more on your BP period, which is on the left side, then buy the battle pass. If you only have like 10 or 15 days, don't buy the battle pass. Wait for the next introduction of events to do, because that way you maximize your winnings. Now I'm going to show you ways to recuperate those daily commission rewards. So you have here the 4 quests you can do. You can try them if you want. They give you also 10 bonus primo gems, but I like to do it other ways as far as maximizing my time as far as doing other missions, multiple tasks at the same time as well. These are all your quests. Archon quests are your main quests. Then you have secondary quests. You have character story quests, and you have kind of like the 4 commission reward quests. These are your character quests, which you'll see here. I have a few done, not many. Right now I'm working on Noelle, but I finished Barbara and Bonet. You can do those. Those will actually add on to your daily commission rewards as well. They're all pretty much mostly just cutscenes. A little bit of action, not much, mostly cutscenes. So if you're probably having lunch, eating something, do these, run through them. If you need a guide, because they're at the multiple endings for each character, because you have to go back to the story and back in a lot of time and do some of them again. So going here, this is my long list of quests. These are all of them together. Your Archon, which is main quest, side quests, your commission reward quests, and any other side quests that you have. Some are seasonal, like you see there. That one had little seasonal yellow lines, the lettering there, that are timed. You can do those if you like. If not, these are your seasonal events that you can do as well. They also give you additional primo gems or other rewards as well. They are a bit time consuming, but you don't have to do them at all unless you really have a lot of time to spend. Then go ahead and try them out. Some are locked behind you completing certain missions or main quests. If you got to like level 2 world rank or level 3 world rank, you have to do those first before you get to some of these. But that's another note. Now right here, I'm gonna go back to your daily missions and let's see. I'll do the mine ones. So this is the beginning of Mondstadt. Talk to this person, Catherine, and you'll see here I already did dispatch characters. You want to get to dispatch 1 character at a time per region. So Mondstadt, dispatch 1 here. Select the rocks to do so. That way you can complete a mission without you have to go outside and get rocks yourself. You just send a character and it'll do it for you within 20 hours. I have it less than 16 because when you select a certain character, they can actually reduce the time. So let me show you right here. I select the rocks at the bottom right. Doesn't matter which one you pick. And you see fish and banana give me bonuses. Other ones do not. So if I select, let's say, Amber. So 20 hours it's gonna take for her to give me the rocks. That's fine. That's like Vinay, 16 hours or 15 hours, sorry, and you'll get those rocks done and your daily one of your daily quest or missions done very quickly, like that. So you see it to send one or more characters per region. I send one per region depending on what I need in that region itself, certain items for synthesis or for a quest. So right here, I mine 10 items, but I even had to step outside of Mondstadt. So real quick, it took me less than just a minute to do all that. So that's what I was saying about time consumption. So let's get started as far as other things you need to do. So you got the daily commissions, and we have original resin to do. Original resins is when you use them for battles, small little battles that are around the fields, or domain battles, or even battles against bosses for items to level up characters, or even the Archon quest, uh, the region bosses, which are the hardest ones to do. Right now I'm showing you my party setup. I have party setup for each type. I use one setup for each new character I get, and I mix and match elementals. I don't have one party, just one elementals, except for boss battles. That's the only time I do that. Other than that, I have every single character different. So right now, I'm trying to look for a character I can find something to level up, so we can go look and see what we can do. So this one's actually on a Tuesday, today's a Monday, so I really can't do that region. And possibly also is locked because I haven't found that domain, which is like a underground dungeon. I haven't found it yet to do that. So let's just go to find another one here. Let's see. So now I found Xiaolin. She needs to be leveled up. She needs some items here, and the item is called Guide to Prosperity. Remember that name. It's on a Monday. Today's a Monday. I can craft 22 of them, but I'd rather just go fight and show you how to collect these. So that's the domain right there. You have to find these locations, these underground dungeons. She's not too far from Mondstadt. Mondstadt's right there, so it's southwest. It's in a whole different region, but you'll eventually get there. You'll find other dungeons as well that's closer by. Once you teleport to this location, go ahead and open up the door, and it'll give you different types of boss battles you can do. But look at the rewards first. The reward I'm looking for is Guide to Prosperity book, the silver one, or the blue background one. There's a green background one and a blue background one. So that's the one I want to get. That's the battle I want to fight. See, if I go to the first one, it gives me only the brown book, not the silver book. So I need to be level 54 recommended, but you don't have to be if you're strong enough. The other ones are locked because I need to venture off and get a higher world rank to get those stronger battles. Once I see what item I need to check what animal's gonna fight. I'm gonna fight fire type slimes. So in that case, I need to set up a water team, which is the best to do. Granted, you can do all water. You can do by 3 water characters and 1 healer, just to keep you safe. So I have my first team here bashed up. They're set to fire, so I'm gonna set them all into water. I need filter by hydros. It's been a while. I forgot who my hydro characters are. And so I'm probably gonna pick Barbara as my healer, and I each have them set to D-pad buttons. So Barbara's with the 4 spot, which is my down D-pad. And let's see, I'm gonna add Molani, Candice, and Shangguai. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name properly. And that's all my water type characters that I have currently. And like I say, you should have at least each elemental, try to have at least all different type of weapons, because you don't want all of them to be swords or all of them to be bow and arrows, especially not bow and arrows, because that's not really the strongest weapon to use. You don't want it to all be catalyst, even though that is very powerful against elements. They're usually not the strongest as far as frontal attack or defense. So here I'm just testing out my characters. I forgot to switch my party team real quick. Switch to my water group here, which is my first group. And now I can enter, test out my sword wheeler, my catalyst, and my pole arm user, and my catalyst also, which is my healer. Milani is actually my strongest water character right now. I love using her, but she's very good and mobile. She's pretty new to the game. So many people have her. Well, people have been playing for the past maybe 8 months already have her, but people who just started out recently do not have her because it'll take you a while to roll for her. Once you get in, I usually recommend using there's 3 types of food you can buy at the beginning of the game. One is an egg food, which revives your character. Shish kebab, which heals your character. And then there's a toast cake, which is good for defense. I have about 450 of them. So just use that. You can buy a lot of those. They're very cheap. Fisherman's toast, that's what it's called. Use that. It lasts, I think, about 5 minutes. And you see the icon show at the bottom center. It's like a little chef's hat. That means you're eating it and it's still active. So right now, I'm gonna fight these characters. You have a time limit, so you want your characters to be strong enough to destroy all the monsters. Now that I've done that, kill them all, and go collect. Use the original resin. Don't use the condensed one. Always use the original resin, which you get about, I think it's 100, 200 a day. They recharge slowly every few minutes. 1 point. I have 180 left, so I use 20 out of 100, 200. You can continue the challenge and keep doing it over and over, so you can complete your task, your daily commission task. And right now I'm just going to show you what it looks like after I've done one domain so far. So here we have the daily commissions. I got 20 points out of 160 or 120 that I have to do for the day, and also I did a weekly mission. Same time, I did a domain challenge. So see, I did 3 tasks at once. Then the 150 original resin, weekly one, and which is about 1200, and I did one of the domain challenges. So, but there's complete 15 domain challenges. And that's what I say. If you do these specific ones, you can do multiple tasks all at the same time. So now I'm gonna jump into our next task, and I'm gonna show you. As far as your daily commissions, these are your Ley deposits. They come in yellow and blue. They'll start right near the Mondstadt area, not too far. That's a yellow one there, and here's a blue one. Blue ones are a little more tougher, but I will say start with the yellow ones. Now for these, I'm going to transport to the waypoint there. This is one of the waypoints for the 7 that opens up the maps. Find these as soon as you can. If you see them, just touch them. They'll actually open up the map for you and show you where stuff are. And also you can donate to them to increase your stamina. When you find these little, this one's called Monoculus. Sorry if I pronounced that correctly. Find these all the way around. I just touch them and donate them here. You need to think about 8 the first time, then increase it to like 10, then 15, and so on and so on. That increases your stamina. Your stamina you need to run and climb. Without that, you're not gonna get far as climbing the mountains themselves and getting to higher waypoints that easily, at least. Donate that. Now I'm going to go to southeast, go to the first battle here to finish one of my daily commissions. I said I love the Mulan because she's so fast to travel. Using her special lets me glide on the land, and then I could run, use my stamina. So all you do is touch this, the Key Lime, and look at the elementals you're fighting, and switch that elemental to kill these creatures on your water, and an ice to eliminate these slimes. So best I can switch to ice right now and destroy these creatures, but I'm using Milani a lot to get rid of all the fire-based creatures. Okay, that was over a lot faster than I thought. So once you touch the key lime, so use 20 original resins again. Do that, get your little reward, and that actually gives you companionship experience, which is real good to level up your characters to open up their story quest. So try to use the characters that are low and low companionship, and to raise them up. So now I see I have 40 spent for the week. I got one of the Ley Lime deposit challenges done, 1 out of 20. You can do about 2 or 3 of those a day, just to, well, probably about 3 a day, so you can get one done for the whole week. As you can see here, now that I completed those, I got one of my gifts. I got 10 Primo Gems back, plus companionship and other stuff that I need to level up characters' weapons. As I said, you only use 4 of these a day. So now I'm gonna speed up the game a little bit. Let's see, I need to fight a boss battle to increase the level for Barbara, which is my healer. And the boss is right there. It's a water damage boss, so I'm going to set up an electric group here. So let me set them up here real quick. Again, doing these helps out for multiple tasks in a day. Okay, now that I'm beating up the boss on the level, touch the item there. It actually uses 40 original resins. And again, that complete. Oh, once you beat a boss, get out of the arena because they will respawn pretty quick, and you start fighting again. If you're not paying attention, you walk away. Your characters are gonna die. So you see here, I've completed one of my daily commissions. I mean, added to it and did another one of my weekly missions. I did a boss battle and increased the money, and I got another gift without having to do those commission rewards. So travel back to Mondstadt. Just to show you the next steps of what I need to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to forge items. And this is your forger. The first one you meet. I already have some forging, so let me just collect that real quick. And you need 20 per day. So I did 15 in one and 5 in another. To do that, just go here. See how many rocks you have at the bottom to actually forge items. And I have a lot of these, so I'm going to do 5 of these. Select a character that gives you bonuses. Right now I have none. So I'm just going to select Lisa and do 5 of these, and then I'm going to do the 1-star rock crystal and do about 15 of those, so that'll equal 20. And this may take about 15-20 minutes. Just let it run, let it go through, or come back the next day like I did now, collect it, and that'll add on to your weekly rewards. And like I said, I did a weekly reward in less than a minute. So of course it takes a little while for that to complete, but that's the fastest way of doing it rather than having to go out and collecting those items and forging them yourself. So I got 2 more commissions here to do, as you can see here. And so there's other ones here you can do, which is cooking, spend currency. Don't have to spend 500,000 at one time, just in a whole week. So best way to do it is just go up here in Mondstadt and start spending any currency you have on getting items for synthesis or for cooking. Don't buy the whole store, just buy as much as you can afford. So right now I have a lot of these, which I rarely use. So you can buy 100, but just buy 10, 15, 20, whatever you can afford of each item until you have at least 100 or 200 total. And that way you spend Mora and increase the amount of money you spend for your weekly commission rewards. This is the other shop you go to. This is where you actually can buy your revival fried eggs, which is this one, Tariat fried eggs. Before you do that, buy the recipes here at the bottom. These recipes help you make and cook items. Start with the green ones, those are the cheapest ones, then go for the blue ones, and then the higher ones you get through quest or other means. So that's the eggs to revive your characters. Buy all those out. Buy all the fish kills that heals your characters during battle. And Fisherman's Toast is what your defense is, and I have 500 of those. Any of the items here you need, just buy as much as you can afford, because they do replenish in about 1 or 2 days in the store. So once you buy them, they'll be sold out. Won't be able to buy some for a little bit of time. There's some items that are rare in certain locations, like that crab roll you can only buy here. I can't buy anywhere else. So buy as much as you can, because you will need them for recipes. Again, right now I'm just throwing money here on stuff I have limited supplies on. Once you do that, go here and cook. Any place that has like a little fire pit or a stove, you can cook. Now a lot of these recipes I've already done, completed, which says proficiency. Look on the right side, it says proficiency. You have to click at that 5, 10, 15, or 20 proficiencies, which means perfect cooking, which is the meter, which I'll show you in a second. Once you do that, then you can keep cooking the same items, and it will automatically cook for you. So let me just find one real quick that I can manually cook myself and show you what I mean. Here's one. I need 10 more to get a proficiency. So choose a character that gives you a bonus. Right now I have Yoon Jin. The other ones, like you can see, have no bonuses. So don't even bother going through the whole list. They always appear at the very top. Hit the button to cook manually, and all you do is hit the button again once it hits that that orange spot right there. Keep doing that until you reach maximum proficiency of that cooking level, or until you have enough ingredients. I will say not to waste all your ingredients. You might need it for other cooking recipes. Let's say I have 2 done for the week. I would say cook all at once if you can, or just do maybe 5 or 10 a day until you complete it for the week. So there, I just finished cooking 20 of them real quick. Get your bonuses for after you complete a level in your battle pass. If you're not, you forget that bonus, it'll erase once the 30-day period is over. Now I travel to a domain to show you. Now that I have 3 gifts, I need 1 more to move forward, and I did that by completing domain challenges. I'm leaving this domain because I completed all the challenges for the day. Once you complete them for the day, travel to your local city, Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, I think it's called, the other one, and there are other locations as well that have big cities. So now I travel over to Mondstadt, and here I claim my daily commission reward for completing all 4 of those gifts. And you can see here I spent a lot of Mora, 48,000 out of 500,000 for the week. And I did a few more of those domain challenges as well. Once you get all 4 gifts, go here to Catherine and collect. Oh yeah, I already showing you where it is. Collect your reward here, which is your daily commissions. That'll give you more Primo gems. And I think I collected, what now, 60 of them just by doing that. And that's it. Once you do all that, you can actually stop playing for the day. You can continue playing if you want, do your weekly missions, or the battle pass period, task and events, which you see here. A lot of these are very hard, very time consuming to do. Make 50 wishes, that's a lot to spend. Spiral bits you can do, but that's also very difficult to do. That's like a leveled domain. You have to complete 3 rounds per level. And I'll show you what that is right here. It's in the very east of Mondstadt. Once you discover that island, do the spiral abyss. Go ahead and try it out. You may not complete it all, but just try it out and you'll see what it is. You'll get special additional bonuses and items or weapons for your characters. and I just want to show you the lay of the land, what I've discovered so far. And I've been playing for years, but like I said, I've been on and off, so there's a lot more areas I haven't discovered. So other ways to complete daily commissions is go to these areas that have unmarked waypoints and just discover them. If you don't want to do the domain challenges, you want to do the boss battles, you don't want to do Ley Lime deposit challenges, just explore. That also includes adds on to your daily commission rewards. So I traveled here. I saw there's a waypoint here on the southeast I haven't discovered yet. So I'm going to go there. And just to show you real quick, let me go ahead and travel there. As you're traveling, just explore. Grab items off the land. Like I just missed that flower here. I'm going to go back and get it. I got that flower. As you're looking around, look for any those little symbols for these increase your stamina, and look for chests. If you see any chests, fight the monsters, creatures to unlock that chest, and that'll add your daily commission reward as well. Break some rocks to add items for leveling up your weapons. And I said, do all that on your way to the waypoint. Once you get to the waypoint, touch it. That adds a little bit more to your daily commission rewards, and that's about it. So nothing else to do. Have fun with the game. Enjoy it a lot. Once you've done your daily commission rewards, go to here achievements. You'll see a mark with a little red dot if you completed an achievement. And that's just like there's hundreds of achievements there. I don't even bother looking at them because there's so many. I just as they come, I'll collect it and I'll give you bonus primo gems as well. And every day, go through here to the different stuff you can look at to learn how things work themselves. Like I said, look at your daily commissions, the adventure books, what else you can do. Check your quest log, so do your side quest if you like. You know the side quests also add to your daily commission rewards, but if you have so many, just do a few of them if you like as well. Or world quest as well. It shows you there at the bottom what the rewards are for each of those quests. It says a few of them are time, which is the seasonal ones. Probably recommend doing those first, and then venturing out and doing the other ones whenever you get a chance. Now, another thing you want to do is check your mail and check that out at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. Some do expire. Like I have some here at the bottom. Just got. They give you rewards. This one gives you Mora, which is just regular currency, gold currency, to buy items at shops. Delete the mail afterwards. You read it. Collect the ones that are about to expire first. Like this one gives me 300 primo gems. There, see, I just collected 300 primo gems just for doing nothing, just by checking mail, and that means I can get an extra roll of probably about 2 extra intertwined fates for new characters. So again, check your mail, read through it, collect the rewards. Some actually have surveys that gives you extra Mora currency. You can do those surveys. They take about 5 minutes, and that'll get you pretty much ahead of the game much quicker. Right now I want to show you some of the inventory tabs. You have here gadgets and materials. If you have billets, do not use them. These billets are used for some main quest, and it's very hard to come by, so do not use the billets to synthesize a new weapon. You have gadgets here like a camera, which is exactly what it does. You can take pictures around the world and it'll save to your game file, not to your device. You have pressure items, which are intertwined fates, star glitters for rolling special items or new characters. These are used in the Paimon shops. And you have a lot of other things to do. You have a card game, you have a house management, which I'm going to show you right now, which is the Souvenir pot. Go here. This is what you can do. Like after you do your daily commission rewards, you can just finish time doing this, customizing your home, growing plants for items to use for synthesis to cook, or even synthesis items to add for your character level up or character levels up. This is actually my location. I'll show you real quick. Talk to Tubby here first. and get started and follow what Tubby tells you what to do, how to play this game. Go to your trust rank, collect your money, which accumulates over time, and your friendship rewards as well, which increases your companionship with each character. You have to actually put the characters in the house, and as you level up, do quests for Tubby, you can add more and more furniture, more and more characters, more spaces into your home. Your home away from home, put it that way. So, again, I made this just for a beginner's guide to the game. Do not, I said I won't go over any of the character styles, who is the best character, because again, just choose who you like the most. At least have one of each element. Create a party, one party of 4 elementals, water, fire, ice, electricity, because that way you can use them to roam around and fight the Ley Lime deposits. That way, if you run into a specific creature that's elemental type, you always have it ready. Geo is usually reversed with animal, which is wind. So those two go hand in hand. So you always have 3 regular elementals and 1 Geo or 1 animal as well. You can always have a Geo and animal as your party, but then you're kind of limiting as far as the other elementals. That would be much more helpful in certain battles. Do that. Increase your character counts when you can. Just try not to play the game where you know you might get 2 wind characters both use swords. It'd be kind of pointless. Because they both would be almost identical, and you'll never use one, and you wasted your time leveling one up that you may not use anymore. Right now I'm showing you here, I just want to plant my gardens for seeds to grow in 3 days to have items for cooking, which makes it easier rather than having to roam the whole planet to look for these items.
Need a surfboard?
And this is my home. Once you go inside, again, this also has additional oh, look, I just leveled up another battle pass point. So I got my crystals there, I got my reward. I'm going to collect the rewards immediately, because if you get them, they'll disappear once this month is over. And again, this is a side thing that you can do when you're free time. Once you've done all the daily commissions first and finish all that, go in, decorate your home, add pets, animals, or have characters I've added for increase my companionships. You can put them anywhere in the house. This is Aloy, which is specific to PlayStation. And also another thing I forgot to mention. If you're playing on mobile and you plan on playing on console, Xbox, or PlayStation, I believe you cannot transfer your file save over. You have to start over on a console system. So if you've started recently, about a week or 2 ago, you don't mind starting over because you haven't invested too much into it or haven't spent any real world money, then start on a PlayStation or Xbox, wait a few days, then use that same email login on your mobile device, and then you can play on your mobile device the same file. So that we can continue playing on your mobile, phone, or tablet, and can then continue playing on your console. I'm not sure this applies to PC users. I've never played on PC or know anyone who even plays on PC, but you can actually just look up online or check out the Hoyoverse blogs on how to, if that's even possible to do so. So I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully this guide will help you very much as far as Genshin Impact, which I did have a rough start. I had no guide, didn't look up anything as well until later on, and then found easier and better ways to take care of my time in this game. So thank you all for watching again. This is Omar GT, and I'll see you in the next video.